And yeah, curious to see what happens when Silas joins the Subjugate and casts that on an Ornn, because that can be disgusting.
I do find it intriguing that we give Pays the biding his time. Maybe wants to let the red buff do some of the work, and then is going to collapse.
Let the ego down.
Shun, yeah, going to get the speed up. Trundle, one of the best 1v1 champions. His Monkey's looking to show why. Karis going to swing over first.
Wow.
This is done and dusted. Shun falls to the might of Monkey. First blood, WE.
All right, Monkey using some of that early trading power. I know that, you know, Kelsey Moser, of course, we're blessed to have her help with this project.
Right? If you can get those upgrades early to Karis' kit, you know, Monkeys, and then later on Taeyun, you're in a good spot. WE's bottom lane might be in a pretty precarious one, the way they go for that engage on the Missing. Remember, flashes are down for Missing. The bullet time is up. Vampire is stuck between a rock and a hard place, and the only way out is back to base. Great bullet time there. Grubs are up. Shun is here. The swap has come through for both sides. And the hook's going to land for Vampire. They're going in on the Missing. The Ornhorn's redirected by Cube towards Pays and Shun. They do eat the knockup. Scout's coming across, going to steal his own Ornhorn. Hijacking the play here for WE. In goes Shun, dashing forward, using the target to survive. Gets himself out and gets out to safety. Deadly Flourish going to land, though, onto Pays. Shun, I don't think you can body block for your AD carry here. It's Scout coming over. Line of defense. Curtain call to slow down and just give this Dragon. I mean, it's first one at 13 minutes as well.
Yeah, the Dragon stacking is not really going to be a factor this game, which is a little bit unique. Again, haven't seen... I don't think that it's really WE's Dragon to take. As again, early on, the strength
last
of the
game, just trying to lean into one of his big solo lanes and try to knock down this first turret. But Scout going to hijack himself. A Shuriman shuffle. There's the response, though, from Karis. Pays is nearby, but Scout does not have the... That Bailey dominated comp is going to be afraid of this Azira. Maybe they should just fear Vampires. Missing gets a ton of his HP taken away. Shun is close by. Monkey going to have the Subjugate up as the bullet time does come across. Monkey uses Subjugate to get some health back, but it's not going to be enough as Shun gets himself another reset. Jumping on top of Vampire. He's going to make it a 2-for-1 for the pack.
Can be nice for Azira. Renekton just kind of has to catch and farm, but you shouldn't be going down getting solo bullet up there. So well played from Karis. Right? Yeah, leads to a Dragon secure. I think Dominus was down from forcing Q.
It was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We do our job on that, champ. That said, Ama, that was a bit shame. Different version this season. There's only this patch. There's only one, but this, regardless of the version, this seems to be getting melted. This might just be taken.
Yeah, Garrus secures it.
Close.
And there's no flowers to pick up, so...
Yeah, still feel good. We have seen with the cheaper boots, right, just 500 gold, more people just buying it and just being like...
Trying to buy space, but they have to find a way to reconnect. Scout has the Ornhorn, maybe trying to set up a big combo to get Shun and Missing in. All off to the side, bullet time with the Crashdown. Magnet Storm melts away Vampire's health bar. Garrus off to the side, trying to get the Sand Soldiers up to push a lot of damage out himself. WE on the back foot, playing 5 versus 4. How much do they want to over-aggress here? Monkey runs out of Subjugate timer for now. Shun guiding back very carefully. Starting to shoehorn WE in, trying to bait them further into a fight that can end this game.
Scout can grab another ult. His hijack is up. I think this is a very scary fight for WE. I would give this one. I think that...
Trapped.
Yeah. Look at Scout. He's not spotted.
Look at Missing. They just completely flank out. Scout going to flash himself back out of safety. Taeyun follows after, but there's the Emperor's Divine. A huge play from Karis. Monkey trying to brawl way out. Karis with another beautiful flash. Leaves Pays in the dust. Just when we thought WE were going to get trapped, circled, and shut down. It's the fight out from Karis and Monkey that rescues them and might just get them the grand prize of an ace home.
Giant fight from Karis. He was the one that was set up for success in this game, the only one that goes down, but the Emperor made sure that they felt the pain of Shurima before he did, as that was a beautiful sidestep on the Shurima shuffle that came out from Scout. Now, I was scared of that fight for WE.
Safely gets the curtain call down. Jhin damage not to be messed with as well. Wherewithal on Team WE. Oh, Allah, my friend, that teleport was an errand play to try and save yourself, but he might actually... Oh, I thought he was going to escape Karis, but Vampire's there to sink his fangs into the croc. Good sidestep. They do commit the depth charge, but Allah will fall in the side lane once more in game 2.
Great read.
Oh my God,
Karis.
where did Missing just go?
Yeah, Missing gets picked as JDG was trying to hit the Dragon, and frankly, with those 2 kills going on over, they get an inner, but I don't think they can take down the Dragon. Scout's got a base, and there's going to be 2 inner turrets now going over to WE, and maybe an inhibitor turret.
It's the first time we've seen them in three
that
Baron
Neighbor's
plays.
Yep.
Knock down a tier 2 in mid lane.
Jeez.
The first time we've seen in three Baron plays across the series that we've seen WE knock down the inhibitor.
He's going mid?
Yeah, I mean, Scouts, that was an interesting teleport. Scouts not respecting this potential
They're gonna get Scout
all
TP.
call for the end. Scout's going to TP the bullet time, interrupted by a pillar. Monkey finally hits the pillar on the bullet time. The Nexus turrets are down. Shoots on the reset, though, going after Taeyun. And WE might have overextended themselves once again. Paze is stepping up and eviscerating all these health bars. It's got to be Karis and Taeyun. Paze trying to turn out the damage. It's the two big-time damage dealers for WE as Karis flies in after Paze. The Emperor's Divide, though, falls short. Paze survives. JDG survives with their Nexus exposed to keep the dreams of a sweep alive. Scary for WE to kind of walk into unless they do it as a unit.
Yeah, they've got Cube. He can face tank. It's okay. That was a really nice backstep by Karis to step away from Scout, who, as well as Emperor's Divine, is still looking. He is spotted, but
going on the missing Scout. Oh, look at that. Emperor's Divine. It stops Karis in his tracks. Shun flies in as well, but he's getting blown away by the Sand Soldiers, and Karis pops inside. He's at just the perfect marker. Now the curtain call comes out. Paze and Alla trying to run away desperately. And they should be able to escape for now. The force shot doesn't slow up Alla, but that should seal Baron and maybe the fate of JDG as Monkey is on the hunt. Monkey is looking to end this game alongside Karis as he TPs in. They may not even want the Baron, Cubby.
Yeah, I think they can end again. I think it's going to be just so hard to get back to that Azir in this game. We saw Scout give a pretty admirable effort. It was him and Shun trying to get into the back line. And Karis, he didn't play it perfectly, but he did play it well enough to escape. TP back, and we'll see if this spells the doom of JDG in this game too, as it's 10 seconds on Shun and 20 on Scout.
This is not low enough for them to thread. Monkey gets to walk in with a red carpet, and he's going to try and go after Paze for now. Monkey kind of getting confused, discombobulated with targets to go for. Baron's also at 2K. This is just chaos. Nobody wants to start the fight. Nobody wants to take the Baron. What are we going to do? Finally, the bullet time comes up. Vampire's getting denied. Health bar goes down. The Baron's still only being done by Shun. Paze is going to turn his attention back over, and Paze secures the Baron. Now, JDG, they just got to get out. Try to take as many Pearl Banners as they can with them. But Paze, he doesn't want to flash over the wall. Alla goes down next. Paze, you should have just flashed out in the first place. But Scout on the back end, he's trying to end the game. Paze is going to try and stop the backs. Can JD make off the heist and just win this thing right now? Paze is sacrificing himself with Shun. They're buying so much time for Scout, but he doesn't have the wave to do it. And it's going to cost Paze his life. It's going to cost all of JG his life. And now WE may finally get to win.
Karis is basing. Okay, Scout's going to go back. Alwa's going to be up. It's going to be a 5v3 with Paze and Shun probably not going to be in for this fight. I think that's going to be it. That should be it.
Nexus turret's down. Scout can't hold the line. Taeyun hits like a truck. The last Nexus turret still being saved. They're pulling Monkey under it. Karis is here, though. Last Nexus turret down. Last hurrah for Alla and JDG, but they just can't get to Karis. They can't touch the damage dealers. And finally, can WE end this game? Scout's trying to throw them all into the Nexus turret. The turret is going down. The Nexus will finally fall. Oh my God.
That was like watching a Bears game, except Bears usually lose, Slayer. That was Jesus.
That almost hurt as much as the Kawhi shot.